Now, I didn't split this up because it's overly challenging. I just did it because it's easier to work with smaller numbers. Once you hit about 9 minutes, it triples the time to get a sim. But anyways, my 8th graders, 7th grader, don't forget to have your parents email me so I can send you a progress report. I had 9 students do that yesterday. And we do have a quiz tomorrow. There'll be one problem where you find 3 missing parts of a right triangle. Then we'll have 1 law of cosines and 2 law of sines. So not a test, just 120 points. But anyways, so what if I said, hey, what are the trig functions? Why is that so dark? Let's see if I can read this. Oh, that didn't work. Sorry about that. That didn't. Well, let's see. That worked a little bit. So let's do the trig functions at 180. Now, I like to make a drawing. So we always start here, vertex on the origin. Then, woo, that's 180 degrees. So the terminal side would be right on the negative x-axis. I need to pick a point. I can do that. It's better to pick the point 1 unit from the origin. So x would be -1, y would be 0, and r, since I picked the unit 1 unit from it, has to be 1 because it's distance. Now, r is always positive because it's a distance. Since we're on the Cartesian coordinate system, x could be negative, y could be negative, x and y could be 0, and they both could be 1. So, what is the cosine of 180? First, I have to remember, what is cosine? Cosine is, let's see, x over r. So, -1 over 1, so it'd be -1. What's the sine of 180, my peeps? Well, sine is y over r. Get the formulas memorized. It makes life so much easier. Memorize, memorize, memorize. Get it in your brain. Get it in your brain. Get it in your brain. Get it in your stomach. No, don't get it in your stomach. I'm sorry. So, sine is y over r, so it'd be 0 over 1, so 0. And it makes sense because x-axis corresponds with cosine, so. And then tangent is y over x, so it'd be 0 over -1, so it would be 0. Now, the reciprocals. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, so sine is 0, so the reciprocal would be undefined. Dink. Don't know what it is. Because if 0's on the bottom, it's undefined. That is true all the time. Now, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So, cosine is -1. The reciprocal would be -1. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. Or cotangent's x over y. If you want to do it that way, x over y. That's undefined. Oh no, undefined. So, what is the trig functions at -90? Now remember, negative, you start at the initial side and go the other way. Other way. So, oh, that is horrible. So I start here, wee. So get 0.1 unit from the origin. We're going straight down, so that would be 0, -1. So the cosine of -90, now technically if it's -90, you're supposed to put it in parentheses. Some books do, some don't, but it looks horrible if you don't. Cosine is x over r. R has to be 1 because I did 1 unit from. Now notice if I did 0, -2, it would be 2. But you're not supposed to because you're supposed to work with a unit circle, and I don't want to get into it right now. But, so let's see, cosine -90, it'd be 0 over 1. Oh, it's 0. Sine is y over r. Oh, good land. Sine, I put negative 190. Oh, it's going better than yesterday, though. So negative 90 would be y over r, negative 1 over 1a. Tangent of negative 90. Let's see. Y over x. Oh no, it's undefined. Oh no. Now, secant is the reciprocal cosine. You should know that. Secant's the reciprocal cosine. So if cosine is 0, secant negative 90 would be undefined. Cosecant's reciprocal sine, so it'd be negative 1. And tangent and cotangent are reciprocals. So cotangent is undefined. Tangent is undefined, so cotangent would be 0. Because this is 1 divided by 0, so reciprocal is 0. Cotangent negative 90 would be 0. So, you don't turn this homework I'm about to give you in, but I want you to do it, and then I'll have the answers at the start of tomorrow's video. Find the 6 trig functions for, let's see, negative 270. So, notice, start here, negative 270. Oop, I just gave you a hint. It's the same as this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Do 4. Now let's do 540. Ooh, tricky. Let's see. This is 360. 450. Oh, I just gave you a hint. 540. And then do 0. Those 3. What would be 0 degrees? Let's see. I start here and I don't move at all. Oh, it's this axis right here. So it's always an axis when it's a quadrantal angle. So find the 6 trig functions of those 3 degrees. Should not take you that long at all. Then tomorrow at the start of class, I'll show you. My 7th and 8th graders, tell your parents to send me a progress report. I already got 9. So good start. Send me an email, not a progress report. Oh my goodness. I'll send them the progress report. And then quiz tomorrow. I'll give you that tomorrow. And then we're going to continue with this tomorrow. So today, quadrantal angles. Tomorrow, the world. So there should be 18 answers. Sine of negative 270, cosine negative, all 6. And I already showed you where they go. Negative 270, 540, 360, 450, 540 right here, and then 0, So there's only 4 that work. You just keep repeating them over and over depending on what you're looking at. Anyways, hey, have a good day. Go up to your mom or dad and just give them a hug. They deserve it. I'll see you. Bye.